Good morning. It was back in 1633 that Galileo was summoned to Rome, and he was charged with heresy. You see, he had been studying the heavens, and he had decided that he could prove mathematically that Copernicus was right, that the earth and the moons moved around the sun rather than the earth being the center of the universe and the sun going round the moon. Now, the church didn't like that idea. They didn't like that idea because everybody knew for hundreds and hundreds of years that the earth was the center of the universe and the sun was going around it. God was the creator of the universe, the sun and the moons and the stars. And so if God was the creator of all things, certainly he would have made the earth the center of the universe. And now Galileo was saying, no, the sun is the center of the universe. The church didn't want to hear that. And so they called Galileo to Rome. And they took his books and they put them beside him and said, you need to recant. You need to take back that what you said about the earth and the sun was wrong. Or we're going to burn you at the stake. Now Galileo was a brilliant man. And presented with those options, he said, maybe I did make a few miscalculations. Maybe the earth really is the center of the universe and the sun goes around. Maybe I made a mistake. And they said, okay, you're smart enough, we're going to let you live. And they sent him back home under house arrest. He would live there for the next 9 years. And for the next 9 years, he could not teach. He could not have students. He could not publish. But at the same time, he kept looking into the heavens and making his calculations and writing everything down. And it would be published after he died. Now, you and I know that Galileo was right and the church was wrong. The sun is the center of the universe, and the earth and the moon and everything does revolve around it. And the church did know that in the end. In the end, the church did know it and did apologize in 1992. It took us 350 years to finally come out and apologize and say Galileo was right and we was wrong and he should not have been condemned as a heretic. But why did they hesitate so long? Why did they hate to come out and admit it? Well, the same reason you and I hate to admit it. We know something is right. It's the way that we see the universe. And to have that challenged, well, it's just hard to wrap your mind around it. But as Jesus said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Sometimes we're afraid of the truth. But we need to know the truth that will set you free. It's interesting that Latin version, those words are quite often used by universities, like the main building at the University of Texas, Southern Methodist University, Johns Hopkins University. They all have the motto, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. We should never be afraid of the truth. In fact, sometimes it's really helpful if you and I will stop and look at our lives, look at the world that we know this is truth, and yet be willing to look at it from a different way, to look at the facts, to step back and really try to understand. Because if you and I have the courage to look at life and see things maybe in a new way, well, it will set us free. Deciding that the sun was the center of the universe, it didn't attack our faith. It didn't change our belief in God one bit. But it was just hard for the church to see. Maybe you and I need to step back and look truly at the facts. And sometimes what we'll discover is it helps us to see our universe in a whole new way. Go out with courage and make it a great day.